Hi everybody, I'm just on a slow walk by myself. It's so beautiful. We don't have quite a sunny day, but it's more sun than usual. And today is the first day where you can really feel like spring is just around the corner. It feels beautiful. It smells so good. All the snow is melting down everywhere. You have small rivers. And yeah, you can just hear the birds. They're so excited about it, and me too. I'm really, yeah, getting ready for spring. There's some noise in the background for the planes, but I hope you can understand me well. And yeah, today I want to talk to you about my 5 ways of, how I just stay calm, stay in my body and my center while life is moving fast. I mean, you should not get the feeling on my account that my life is always slow and I never have stressful days. I mean, my videos is my kind of art, how I show our daily life, but we all know there are always some days where you have like things to do, even me, because I'm just a normal human being. And I set my intention many years ago to go on a slower pace, and this is what I'm doing, and that is what I'm loving, and that is how I'm building my life around. So I'm going quite slow, but of course, like everybody else, there are circumstances, there are things happening in life that sometimes it's also just speeding up a little bit. And at the moment, that's how it is, because in less than 3 weeks we are starting our trip with a caravan, me and the kids. And it's just normal that in this time of life you have many things to do. There's so many things to organize. There was many things I wanted to fix in the caravan. I made it new or changed it. And there's paperwork to do. There is the way to plan, because as I'm going alone with the kids, I really like to have it at least like a little bit planned. So I know some places where we can stay overnight. I know which kind of route I want to take with the car. Yeah, and all these things need to get planned. And so there were some days the last couple of weeks where I would just go to bed and my head was running, and I woke up and the thoughts were there again. And I'm very happy that I'm looking back on times in my life when I was younger, when I was studying, where I already had this kind of busy life, and I realized then that it's not for me. It wasn't healthy, it wasn't serving my body well, and it was just then that I decided for myself that's not how I can live life. That's not possible. And so I already have some good routines I can come back to when I realize it's a little bit too much. And this I just wanted to share with you, so maybe you can also see what you can just also do in your life if you have the wish to go a little bit slow. So number one, and I think this you already know from my account, my number one thing to do is just to go into nature. Whatever it is, a forest or you have a park or whatever you have. My opinion is that the really like wild nature, forest, where you're also away from other people. For me, this is what serves me best. I'm just realizing as I go how my whole system is slowing down. I'm breathing much deeper. I'm just, my thoughts, it feels like while walking, they're just, running through my body and they don't stay in my head. And I get home and I'm really calm. So this is, of course, my first tip for you guys. And then number two, it is what can I do when I'm in the moment and I'm realizing like I'm really stressed out, like my whole nervous system isn't down, isn't regulated. It's just my thoughts are running, my heartbeat maybe is going also higher. Then what I'm doing is first to breathe. It's always helping to just focus on your breathing and go deep. And I think there also everybody has their own strategies, maybe what fit with what you can align. But for me, it's also really to start singing, because whenever I start singing, when you loosen your mouth, the whole body will follow to lose. And I'm just singing. Usually, I'm just like I don't know how you say that in English. Not with words, but just like a melody. Even what just comes to my mind. What I'm also singing to my kids when I want to soothe them. It's just things I bring up myself in my head, and what just fits to the situation. And I just had a situation not many days ago where I was really busy in the morning. I was stressed out, and I was driving with a car after the stress part of the day was already over. I had a one drive ahead, and I realized I'm really stressed, but there was no reason for that. And I think this is what happens often if we are really busy. Yeah, that is hard to slow down when the time is there, when there's nothing else to do and you can just relax. And that is what really helps me to bring me back into my body and to slow my system down. We have number 3, and for me this is cooking, baking, spending time in the kitchen, because this is my kind of where I get creative, and where I can really pour all my heart in. And I think this is different for everybody. Like maybe for some it's music, maybe for some it's painting, maybe for some it's whatever is. I'm sure you will find out what is your way when you just really get calm and you can forget about other things. And I think this is important to know and important to find out, and then you can just weave it into your daily life. So when I really have, like now, when I have really stressful times, I'm just making sure I'm still doing these things, because we are really easy to skip them. We're like, I don't have time to use 2 hours to prepare a dish and boil it long and cut everything myself. But especially in those times, we should never skip these things, because it's just not, believe it or not, you will come to that place where you wanted to be, where you checked everything off and everything is ready. Like for me now, I will get to that day where we driving off with our caravan, and maybe I didn't get everything ready, but the important things, I'm sure, even if I took those 2 hours every another day to spend time in the kitchen, even if there's so many things to do. I think this is important, and we are really easy to forget that, especially in these busy times in life. Number 4 is that when I realize it's more than usual, like I'm more busy, I'm making sure I'm even more off from my phone, from my laptop, from social media, from whatever. They're so like robbing our time, and for me myself, I'm more easy in these times to get lost there. I don't know why, like how that makes sense in my brain, that even if I don't have more time, I like to spend more time there. And so I'm just taking my phone into flight mode, and I just leave it in another room and I don't touch it. Maybe when during the day once I check it if there's something important, back to flight mode. My important people know I have another number, you can reach me there when there's like emergency or whatever. But you don't need it. Life is moving on, and it calms me down so much. Yeah, and then we're already at number 5, and this is to just prioritize these small, I say like islands into your day, where you can just jump from one to the next moment to calm you down. Let's say I start with waking up and just making myself a cup of tea, making myself a nourishing breakfast. I do focus on nourish myself much all the time, but even more when I have a stressful time in my life, because this is also what the body needs more in these times. You need much more minerals, you need so many more things when your body is running on through a busy time. And like, this is my first area in my day. I'm waking up, I know, I go, I make myself a tea, I make myself nourishing breakfast, my first point. And then I go ahead and I know, okay, after lunch we are just, all calming down. The kids, they play independently. I'm just sitting, I'm breathing, maybe reading a book, whatever serves me in the situation to stay calm. And I just want to encourage you to put these kind of rituals during your day, which help you to not just run through all of it and in the evening you realize, oh, that was a day and it's already gone. Yeah, this is what also helps me. Yeah, so I hope I could just inspire you with this. And I just wanted to make clear, it's normal. Like, we are living in this world, we are living in this time we got born into. And I mean, for at the moment I would be lying if I would say they would never be busy days. But me myself, I realized this should not be my everyday life. Like, I cannot live if my everyday looks busy. And so usually our days are moving really slow. But of course now, as something big comes up, there are things to do, and this is normal. But I think even then you have the choice to set your intentions. How do I do that, and how do I take care of myself? And I hope this encourages even people who still have a busy life, whether it's your job or just how you move through the days. I wanted to encourage you that you can still make small steps into the direction of a slower life. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just implement one thing at a time, and it will have a really big effort. And what I realized it especially when I got a mom, when I had my kids, because kids, they come with a natural slow rhythm and slow pace. And I think for personally for myself, what I owe them is to really honor their natural rhythm, and also to let them live like this and to not just rush them through their childhood. And that is why I also try with myself to be intentional and to make sure they have a good they can look up to me and see, my mom, she's also moving slow. Yeah, that's really important to me. I hope I could, there was anything for you can take with you to your daily life. And just follow me along for my walk.